Why do you care so much about telling your story? I think there are plenty of other foster children out there that probably live in, not even just foster children, but adults now who are my age, older, younger, who just carry that with them. And I felt led to speak up. I felt led to talk about it. I felt led because I didn't see anybody like me anywhere. You hear about it. You hear about pockets of people like me. You watch it in movies. You know, you see where there's a kid who is like basically kicked out on the street and then makes it. I mean, it's like a hero's journey story. And maybe you know about people, maybe you hear it in whispers, or maybe you even have family members. I don't know, I just want to do something about it. I want to say something about it. I want to represent their voice as my voice. I want to let people know that we're right around the corner. I mean, we're a small population. There's 400,000 currently roughly, and I'm sure there were 400,000 when I was a child, but I don't know if there are many people out there that are able to speak out because it's hard to do so. And I just want to let them know that there's hope, that you can speak out, that you can talk about your past. You can get the help that you need if you have to get help. I mean, I had to. And I just want to let people know that there is hope out there, that there is an opportunity if you put yourself in a place of that, if you surround yourself with the right people, if you do different things. I just feel like it's time to be a voice of representation and let other people know that we exist. We're right around the corner. We might be your neighbor. You might hear stories about this, but it's real. It's live and alert, and it's right in front of you. You know, for the longest time, I grew up putting on a quote-unquote mask to be something that I thought everyone would like and appreciate, and it's helped me. But it's also been something where I never allowed myself to tell my story to whoever I met. I would never just like come out. And when people would ask about, hey, how are your folks? Or, hey, where are you from? That's funny. That's always a good one. I feel like there are other people like that it's hard for them to even say anything. It's hard for me to say things. I just feel led to do it. Are you different from other foster children? I don't think I'm different. I think we're all similar. I think people in general are all similar, but I think foster children are similar in that we were all separated from our origin stories, from our families, and it's not normal for that to happen for anyone, for any child. And I don't think that I'm crazy different than anybody else who's been through foster care or been through the system. I just think that my story is unique in the fact that I was only in foster care for the year, and then when I got under legal guardianship and custody, I was with a specific family or my grandfather and his wife for so long, and then I got rehomed, but not through an adoption agency or not through being put with the state again. That's how my story is potentially unique, potentially different, because there's probably other stories that are very similar to mine. And I think there's a community out there. I think there's people who aren't, another reason that I would say this, and I'm not saying that I'm unique in any kind of way with this, but I would say that there are others out there that didn't make it. They got lost and they are in situations that are way worse than mine, man, like, or had been through situations way worse than mine. So I don't think I could give myself any justice and say that I'm unique in that there are others that didn't make it, that were probably put in a situation where they couldn't come out of it. And I think that me just speaking up, talking about foster care in general, talking about my story, it's just from my perspective. I'll never know what their perspective is, but I do know what it feels like, and I'm sure that they may know what it feels like to go through the similar things that I've been through. I don't know if it's my story. It's my foster care story. It's not necessarily that different. It's still a foster care story. I feel like there are hurting people out there who have been through similar situations like mine, who don't know what to do, don't know where to turn, don't know how to get help, don't know how to find out their truth. They don't have as many resources, or maybe they do, but I didn't know. So I feel like growing up the way I grew up without knowing all of these different things, all of these resources, if I didn't know, I don't know if they know. I don't know if kids that have aged out aren't on the street and homeless. I mean, the statistics show that they are. I don't know that there aren't kids like me that got lost in the system and got rehomed illegally, not even legally, or maybe it was legal. I don't know. I'll have to find out about that. I don't think it was legal that I was put in all these different homes without the state even knowing, or maybe the state did know and I just don't have any records to show that. Still searching, still need to find out more, because my story isn't just the rehoming and then getting to a point of reparenting. It's also now figuring out a little bit more. Like, there's more to just from 2003, you know? I think there's more to it. So it's a consistent study, it's a consistent curiosity. And I'm sure that there are others out there that are curious too, that are seeking their truth, that are seeking their story. And I hope that through my story that they can be able to have something out there to where they can tell their story. Maybe if they don't feel like telling it, maybe they can find their truth and feel like they belong somewhere.